And now, CBS 4 Sports with Clay Williams.
Hello, Rio Grande Valley High School football fans. CBS 4 Sports Director Clay Williams here with my picks for the final week of the Rio Grande Valley High School football regular season. That would be Week 11. Before we get to the Week 11 picks, let's tell you how we did in Week 10. Not too bad, not too shabby. 21-7 for last week. 21 wins against only 7 losses. For the year, that puts us at 192 wins against 76 losses. That's a 72% winning rate right there. That's not bad. We like to get it up, maybe 75, maybe a perfect week this week could do that. Let's see if we can end on a high note in this regular season. Let's start Week 11 with Thursday's games. As always, going from west to east, it's McAllen at Mission, a huge game. Playoffs on the line. I've got the Mac High Bulldogs winning at Tom Landry Stadium. PSJ North is at Edinburgh. Both of these teams already in the playoffs, so just pride at stake and perhaps seeding second or third in this one. I've got PSJ North going on the road to win this one at Edinburgh. Edinburgh North travels down to PSJA. Both of these teams out of the playoffs, so once again, just pride on the line. I've got the North Cougars winning on the road. Brownsville Veterans in the playoffs. They're traveling to Donna. Veterans still has a chance to get a share of the district title. They've got a lot on the line, so I've got the Chargers winning at Benny LaPrade Stadium. Ed Couch Elsa is at Brownsville Porter. Ed Couch Elsa in the playoffs. Let's see there, and I've got the Jackets winning that game down at Sam Stadium. Those are your games, 5 games on Thursday. Let's take you to Friday's games. Once again, going from west to east, let's start with Sharyland at Rio Grande City. A huge game with playoffs on the line. A must-win for both of these teams if they want to make it to the postseason. And I've got Sharyland winning this one on the road with a big win last week over Mission Veterans. I've got the Rattlers staying on top as we finish the season. La Jolla takes on La Jolla Palmview. A huge game between the Coyotes and the Lobos. I've got the Lobos winning at home at Pack Stadium and making it into the playoffs. Mission Veterans hosts Valley View. Valley View, nothing to play for. Mission Veterans still trying to increase their seed. I've got Mission Veterans winning that one. Roma at Pioneer. Pioneer with a chance to go ahead and take a share of the district title, their first ever share of a district title. And, of course, they are already in the playoffs, are the Diamondbacks. I've got them winning at home at Thompson Stadium in Mission. McAllen Memorial taking on McAllen Rowe. The Mustangs looking to stay unbeaten in district, says here they will. Mustangs over the Warriors. Edinburgh Vela taking on Edinburgh Economides. Economides looking to play spoiler for Vela and their attempt to get an unbeaten district record. But it says here that the SaberCats will get the win at Flores Stadium. Zapata at Hidalgo. An interesting game because the winner of this game, despite the fact that both teams are winless in district, will make the playoffs. I've got Zapata beating Hidalgo and making the playoffs at the final spot in 16-4A Division I. How about PSJ Southwest at PSJ Memorial? I've got the Javelinas over the Wolverines there. Mercedes at Donna. Mercedes still trying to get a share of that district title. I've got them beating the Redskins. Brownsville Hannah is at Weslaco East. I've got the East Wildcats coming out on top there. Three Rivers is at La Villa. I've got Three Rivers downing the Cardinals, who are already in the playoffs by virtue of their win last week over Santa Maria. Bishop at Santa Rosa. I've got that one going in the Badgers direction. La Grulla at La Feria. This one is huge for the 16-4A Division I title for the championship. Both of these teams unbeaten in district. Only one can grab the gold ball, and I've got La Grulla coming up with the upset on the road, Gators over the Lions in La Feria. Orange Grove coming down to Willacy County to take on Raymondville. I've got the Bulldogs over the Bearcats there. And, of course, the Battle of the Arroyo, biggest one of them all. The rivalry to end all rivalries. Both teams unbeaten in District 32-6A. Only one team will get a district championship here as well. Harlingen looking to keep at least a share of the title every year since 2008, but I've got San Benito going on the road to Bogus Stadium and getting the win. I like both teams' defenses. I just believe that San Benito can score more points than Harlingen in this one. Progresso is at Rio Hondo. I've got the Bobcats finishing off the regular season with a win there. Weslaco at Los Fresnos. This grand old rivalry, getting back after it. I've got the Panthers going on the road and winning at Aguilar Stadium. Harlingen South is at Brownsville Rivera. The Hawks have been on tough tough times after a strong start. I've got them finishing off the year, though, with a win. And a huge game in Brownsville at Canales Field. It's San Antonio Antonian, the Apaches, coming down to take on the Bloodhounds of St. Joseph, and I've got the St. Joseph Bloodhounds coming away with a victory and finishing second in that district to Central Catholic. On the road, 4 teams on the road. Lyford will travel to San Diego. I've got the Bulldogs continuing their winning ways there. Santa Maria travels to Freer. I've got Freer's Buckaroos winning. Port Isabel on the road to take on the Bears of West Oso. I've got the Tarpons coming away with a win in Corpus Christi. Monte Alto on the road at Skidmore-Tynan. I've got Skidmore-Tynan with the win there. And one game to tell you about on Saturday, and it is a doozy as well. For the final playoff spot in District 32 5A, Brownsville Pace versus Brownsville Lopez. Winner to the playoffs, loser goes home. I'm taking the Lopez Lobos. They've had a very strong season. They've been banged up a little bit, but they have been winning early on, and I believe they'll win late as well. I've got the Lobos getting the win at Sam Stadium in the final regular season game of the year. And then we will be on to the playoffs. We'll give our playoff picks next week, but until then, we'll see you next time.